12 o'clock drop, it's the hottest slot, no rumors. Action figures breaking down like ancient tombs consumers. KJ digs while bring the skill, no fillers. Poses sharper than they tongue, plastic thrillers. Barely posable, never disposable. Review crew so tight it's non-negotiable. Mondays hit different, watch the scene unfold. Deets you need, straight fire worth its weight in gold. Digs dissecting joints like a surgeon, raw precision. What ill's wisdom, adds the chill to collisions. KJ stirs the pot, facts drop on a mission. Team clicking better than your new figs, limited edition. Barely posable, never disposable. Review crew so tight it's non-negotiable. Mondays hit different, watch the scene unfold. Deets you need, straight fire worth its weight in gold. Yes, my Jew dropping knowledge bombs. Figures flex harder in this collector salon. From rare grails to budget plastic thrills, a story told in every joint, posing with skill. From articulation to design, they'll make or break every sculpt and paint app. Zero room for mistakes, display it, clench it, argue the aesthetic chase. Monday sermon on collecting, no details erased.
What's up, dudes? 78 points of articulation here. Welcome to Barely Posable, episode something. I have no idea. They said they weren't going to get me on here, but guess what? I'm here. So today we're going to be doing the Maximum Profit series from Hasbro. No, we're not. We're not touching that. That ain't happening. No. We're going to be doing this. Max Factory Figma Alice from the Nikke Goddess and Victory series. It's been out for a minute. It was on the slow boat from Japan to me. She's from a series of gaming. I think it's a mobile gaming series. All right. Interestingly, it's still on the regular price Figma line. I think this whole line is going to the more expensive hyper realism, hyper body or something like that. I got one of the figures. We'll compare that later on. Anyway, let's get her open. Lots of pink. So much pink. Oh, shit. There's the tape. Oh, things are falling out already. She's leaking everywhere. Alright, there's the blister package. So you can see figure, 2 faceplates, gun, and bent knees as an option. Alright, bent knees. I get that. Some people like to pose their figures, keep it in a fixed pose. I know they appreciate having those knees so you don't get to see the joints. Often the figures can hit the pose without that, but yeah. Okay, look, she's got all the plastic. Let's take all that off. Okay, you can see the details on her. Looking very nice. She's a bit smaller, a juvenile body kind of thing. All the usual bits and pieces. Well, she does have that diaphragm cut, which I don't like. I prefer the ball. She's got the upper body swivel, but it gets the job done. You can see that. The crunch. The forward crunch is pretty good. All right. And arms move. Yeah, like I said, you could actually get probably that pose, without having to pop out those extra legs. The hair here, you can see that there's a kind of like a ball peg kind of thing, swivel. Let's see what we got in here. This is all the other accessory bits. Okay, the Figma Ziploc bag. She got the extra hands here and a really basic stand. She has a happy face, I guess some sort of ooh face, and a big pink gun. And the strap, the holster strap, I guess, right? For that gun. And these little extra, yeah, so she can bend bits, right? Let's throw all that out. Get that going. Cut this open. All right, so she's got grabby hands, trigger fingers, 2-finger point hand, some sort of, yeah, like a Surf's Up dude, cowabunga dude kind of thing. Okay, so we got the hands out of a little plastic bag there. Interestingly, because of the jacket design, so like the cuff goes right over there. So the peg has got to go in quite far there. So let's get her a trigger hand in there. And there's a little bit of movement in there, you can see, which is, yeah, let's see how it goes. And let's do that Surf's Up cowabunga dude hand over here. Oh, wrong one. Oh no, did I? No, okay, that's good. We got the same. Alright, so she's got her Surf's Up cowabunga dude hand there. See if she can hold this big ass gun. She should, no problem. Get her wedged in there. There we go. Alright, nice. Again, as always, the joints nowadays from Figma are nice. You rarely get any QC issues like you used to get like 5-6 years ago. Yeah. I'm gonna pop the legs out. Oh, that's the wrong leg. Pop that out. Pop that in. Oh, there's another peg in here. Oh, interesting. Oh, we're supposed to unpeg here. Okay. Okay, that's interesting. So it's like she can go in like a crate or something. Yeah, line up her gun. Looks pretty nice. Like all the faceplates, probably just remove that top front hair. And there you go. Faceplate comes out. Pop the face out. Let's put that in. Yeah, looking good, looking good. I haven't figured out where this goes. Okay, that's a strap there. I don't know, where's the instructions? Were there instructions? Oh, there are. There we go. Okay, so there you go. Take that out, slides into the side. Okay, oh, interesting. So this pops off. So now, there you go. Bang, that pops in. And then, that thing goes to the front and goes in there? I guess something pops off here. I need tweezers or something? Dang. God damn it. Yep, that little bit pops off. I know how to do that. Oh, I'm gonna cut that. Well, we'll do that another time. Tonight's episode of Barely Posable was brought to you by the Catalan Triple Sherry Cask. I think this is like the biggest bottle of whiskey I've ever got. It's like 1 liter. Usually they're 750 mil. Yeah. Nice, full body, bit of a sherry bomb. Highly recommended for its price. Get in there. Come by. Okay, so size comparison. So we got Jada. This is the newer Nikke figure from Figma, which is in that slightly premium branding that they're doing. You can see she's a little bit bigger. Snail Shell, the Mantis Girl from Sexy Eyes last year, and one of the synthetic humans from a few years back. So you can see she's kind of the similar height here from the two. The Snail Shell Girl, a little bit taller than Mantis. Yeah, about the same height, maybe a bit bigger actually than the Jada, surprisingly. So that means she is going to be considerably shorter than, you know, the recent Snail Shell girls, the Eileen girls. Yeah, you can see back there. And if you got the original Eileen girl from Snail Shell, you can do a pop and swap there. The skin tones are close enough that they do work out. That's fun. And here's a little pop and swap that you could do because of her body shape being about the same size. To the Snail Shell girl, swapping out, and then of course, unfortunately, you're gonna have to use a little bit of tack on there. They don't quite pop and swap. Yeah, it looks pretty good. So here she is with both of the crouch leg or the bent knee leg pieces put in, so she can get into the crouching sniper position, I guess. That's really cool. That looks great. No, she can't quite get her head to the scope, which is a bit silly, but hey. Probably in the video game she doesn't even do that, so yeah, but that looks cool. I like that. It's a nice little extra bonus that she can do that, and she can hold the pose really well, really easy. She's sturdy, you can see that. Yeah. One interesting feature, which I haven't seen before, is the way that these connect with the ankle and the feet there. So the ankles are actually its own unique piece here as well. So you can see it pops off, and you slide the ankle out, and it's got like a 90 degree, yeah, almost 90 degree turn in there. And when you use the other piece, it's a bit straighter. It does have some movement in there, yeah, but not as much as you'd hope maybe. So when you put that back in, so here's the straight leg, you can see, and it has the collar from the high top there. You can still get some movement in there. Yeah, you can still get some movement in there, and it has, you know, a little bit of a rock. A little bit of a rock, but not too much. I don't know, it's not too bad actually, it's not too bad. But it has that, you know, because it's the peg goes on an angle forward, so it's a bit strange. But you can see here, this one, yeah, it says to hold it, I guess, to give it a bit more stability, which is fun. She can start doing different kinds of poses like that, which is cool. And this is here to show like the comparison between the two bends. You can see the regular leg can't quite get there, of course, because this is now going in like that, so you can see that. You only get to there. Yeah, so it does serve a function, this extra piece, apart from hiding the knee joint. It does serve a deeper bend. And here she is with a little armory gun that I painted up. A little armory is the accessory line for the, I forget who makes it, but I think it is related to Good Smile. But they're little kits. They're really cheap. Buy them on the Japanese sites. I mean, they're seriously like for one gun or a pack, you know, it usually has lots of accessories for the gun. It's under $10. Maybe they're like 780 yen to 900 yen. Maybe a little bit more now, 1,000 yen, but yeah, still really cheap. They scale extremely well with all the Japanese figures. They're too small for Joe's and Hasbro light figures, but yeah. Oh, fuck, I wasn't recording. Anyway, so recommended figure, versatile, comes with decent accessories, I guess. You know, the hands are enough, sufficient, I should say, sufficient accessories. Hands enough, faceplates enough. I like the extra knees, even though initially I thought they're gonna be kind of silly and useless. It does give a more dynamic pose ability. I like how they gave the extra ankles as well. The hair is rather impressive. You can see it standing up by itself there. She's versatile enough to fit into your other waifu lines, in the background, the foreground. You know, I appreciate that. Her scale isn't too off from other lines as well, so we can do some weird little kit bash head swaps, things like that. So for more action figure news, custom figure talk, the greatest chat in the community, check us Highly Posable on Friday nights 10 p.m. on the same channel as this one. Yeah, you can see she ain't got much back there, but hey, you know, Asian women, we can't discriminate, right? You got that yellow fever, you understand what it's about. And for those that like their hot dogs, that's how she scales with a hot dog. So again, 4.5 microwaves on this one. I would have given a 5 if she had more stuff, but yeah, 4.5 microwaves.